The Purple Newday is an 8-inch mattress with a 6-inch foam base and 2-inch purple grid comfort layer made of gel. It has a fast material response time, high bounce, and decent cooling, but it's far from on par with other Purple mattresses. With that said, let's dive into the good, the bad, and everything in between for Purple's Newday. First up, let's talk about the performance scores. Starting with the best, the mattress had a 10 out of 10 in response time. From there, Sex, Off-Gassing, and Company scores all stayed in the high 9s. We then see a bit of a drop off with Cooling at a 9.0 and Edgeport at a 9.3. The categories where the Newday struggled the most were motion transfer and pressure relief, with scores of 8.1 and 8.0 respectively. Overall, it received a score of 9.05 out of 10. Regarding firmness for the Purple Newday, we found it to be a 6.5 out of 10 on the firmness scale, where 10 is the most firm. This firmness creates a medium firm feel and would typically be suitable for a wide range of sleepers. Next, we're going to talk through what the Purple Newday does best. First up, the mattress has an extremely fast material response time. This helps aid in ease of movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. Second, the mattress performed excellent for sex. A high bounce height is key for sex performance, and the Newday is notably higher than the average with 11.29 inches of total bounce height. Lastly, the mattress is on the budget-friendly side of the pricing spectrum at $10.95 for a queen. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Newday. First up, the most significant issue with the Newday is simply the basic design. 8-inch mattresses are rarely capable of adequately supporting adult-weighted sleepers. There just isn't enough material to create proper support. Second, the mattress has a high level of motion transfer. The material design and thinness of the mattress don't do the Purple Newday any favors in this area either. Your body weight and sleeping position impacts the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress, the right body types, and sleeping positions. Support on the Purple Newday is fair at best. During our test, I experienced significant support issues. First and foremost, the mattress is only 8 inches thick. There are very few mattress types that are able to create proper and full support for adult body weights with only 8 inches of material. Typically, I want to see at least 10 inches of mattress thickness, with 12 to 14 inches being far preferable. At only 8 inches thick, we just don't have enough material to create full support. I'm a fairly lightweight man at 140 pounds, and I easily bottom out the mattress when moving around or getting in and out of bed. That simply should never happen. Overall, the support dynamic on the Purple Newday just leaves much to be desired. I could see lighter weight sleepers, especially back-end stomach sleepers, finding it acceptable. In addition, it would be a fine choice for many children. However, an 8-inch mattress with only 2 inches of comfort material just isn't a mattress I feel confident recommending to most adult sleepers. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing it according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have our cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. Cooling performance on the Purple Newday is good, but far from great. In our cooling test, I felt a slight to moderate level of heat retention around my body. While Purple's gel layer is well designed not to retain heat, it's simply too thin. At 2 inches with the comfort layer, most adult bodies would sink deeper into the support foam, which will retain body heat and gradually warm the mattress. Without a thicker gel grid comfort layer and/or pocketed coils like the other Purple models have, the Purple Newday struggles more to keep the mattress cool. In our objective cooling test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 90.7 degrees. From minute 0 to 1, the temperature declined by 3.1 degrees. From minute 0 to 5, the decline was 4.9 degrees. Both of these are notably worse than the average minute-by-minute decline. For the Sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. In our pressure point test, we measured a sinkage depth of 1.66 inches. This is 0.54 inches less sinkage than the average of 2.20. The Newday creates more of a floating on top of the mattress feel as opposed to lying in the mattress. Heavier parts of my body, namely butt and midsection, sink more deeply. However, most of my body floats on top. For the portions that do sink down, the mattress has a more generalized and rounded contouring hug around the body. The more generalized body contouring doesn't conform as precisely to the body compared to the way memory foam and even many types of polyfoam will. This isn't a pro or a con, but it is a specific feel that some sleepers greatly enjoy, but many would prefer a more precise contour. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Purple Newday mattress has a high level motion transfer. In our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 12.72 meters per second squared. This is 4.88 meters per second squared more motion transfer than the average of 7.84. When it comes to motion, the Purple Newday has a lot going against it. The medium firm feel, 8-inch thickness, thin 2-inch comfort layer, and thin cover are all working to create more motion. With only 2 inches of gel comfort material on top, there just isn't much material in the way before sleepers hit the more dense and hard support foam. The support foam returns energy more abruptly and doesn't isolate in the same way that a pocketed coil unit would. Looking at our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see high levels of motion from 0 to 0.64 seconds. While motion begins to drop after 0.64 seconds, it remains moderately high until 1.34 seconds. Both the motion duration and motion peak speak the same story. The Purple Newday has a high level of motion transfer. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Purple Newday has an extremely fast material response time. In our test, we measured 0.2 seconds for the materials to mostly recover and 0.3 seconds for a full material recovery. This is tied with the fastest mattress responsiveness we've tested to date. It is effectively an instant recovery speed and on par with other Purple mattresses we've tested, natural latex, coil units, and other highly responsive polyfoams. The instant response speed prevents any type of stuck feeling and helps sleepers more easily move around on the mattress. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Purple Newday has a high level of bounce. In our test, we measured a total bounce height of 11.29 inches. This is 1.64 inches more bounce than the average of 9.65. The combination of a thin total mattress height of 8 inches, thin cover, 2 inches of gel, and dense 6-inch support base all work together to create the higher bounce. When people or objects come into abrupt contact with a mattress, it quickly absorbs and returns the energy, creating a higher level of bounce. Mattresses with a quilted cover, softer materials, and/or a thicker comfort layer typically serve to reduce bounce and also motion transfer. Purple's Newday has none of these materials or design elements. As such, it comes as no surprise that we measured a higher level of bounce. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a total sitting sinkage of 4.50 inches. This is 0.20 inches more sinkage than the average of 4.30. That said, being average isn't great. In general, I like to see 4 inches of sitting sinkage or less, with less always being better. Purple's Newday is far from that mark. Lying edge support was yet more unimpressive. While lying on the edge of the mattress, I did not feel well supported in any position. In my view, this has less to do with the support of the edge specifically, and rather a lack of support on the mattress at large, which we discussed earlier. This is only an 8-inch mattress with just 2 inches of comfort material. This is wholly insufficient for adult body weights, in my view. Overall, I'm just not happy with the level of edge support we experienced on the Purple Newday. It's outclassed by every other Purple mattress and by numerous other brands we've tested. Our Sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce, more supportive edges are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce, the better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. For the Purple Newday, these individual factors generated a sex score of 9.7. The Purple Newday has a high level of bounce, which really carries the score for this mattress, considering bounce worth 60% of the score. Edge support is good enough to not drag the score down, although it's not great. The mattress is bouncy and supportive, with mild heat retention and okay pressure relief. There are only 2 inches of comfort material, which may cause pressure relief issues for some people, but not all. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Pressure relief on the Purple Newday mattress is fair and leaves much to be desired. During our test, I experienced a moderate level of pressure point buildup. In my view, the basic cause of this issue is the simple material design of the mattress itself. I know we've hit this issue several times before, but the Newday only uses 2 inches of comfort material on top of a standard 6-inch support foam base. This thin comfort layer causes sleepers to sink through it and more abruptly into the support foam. The support foam creates more intense pushback, which creates the pressure point issues. During my test, I felt a notable level of building pressure in my lower back and shoulders. Speaking from experience personally testing over 200 mattresses, this is less an issue with Purple's Newday specifically, and more a problem with almost all 8-inch mattresses. In my view, 8 inches just isn't enough material thickness to create proper pressure relief for adults. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong odor and/or an odor that dissipates more quickly are better. Off-gassing on the Newday is strong right out of the box. It smelled for 4 days before the odor dissipated. This duration is slightly longer than the 3-day average across all mattresses we've tested to date, but still not bad. Purple mattresses come with a 100-night trial period and 10-year warranty. For reference, the average mattress trial period is 160 nights, so the Purple trial is less than average. That being said, the 100-night trial gives you over 3 months to decide if the mattress works for you, which should be suitable for most sleepers. Shipping returns are both free if the mattress ends up not working out. I would recommend the Purple Newday for sleepers who are looking for a Purple mattress that doesn't break the bank. Purple mattresses can range from roughly $1,000 to $7,000. The Newday model is the cheapest option for those who want to get in on the hype of Purple's grid system and are budget conscious. However, due to the thin overall profile and support issues we discuss, I'd only recommend this for lightweight sleepers and children. As is always the case with Purple, this is a highly responsive mattress with great ease of movement. It has high bounce and is great for sex. At the end of the day, it's hard to recommend the Purple Newday. It's only slightly less expensive than Purple's original mattress, while being a significantly worse performer by comparison. If you want an entry-level Purple, you are far better served by the Purple original than the slightly less expensive Newday. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments, questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Newday, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.